My elements are frightful.
I must protect the wild. I see you've brought guests. The sea floor be its own. The sea floor be its own treasure.
Inside voices, please.
The strong flourish. It's only natural. We are the tide.
What the haters hate? Yeah. A lot of people hate chat, so I don't know. The reality is, so if people criticize me on something and a bunch of people agree, I will change it. It's just how I work. There are a few things that I might not change, but if enough people say I should stop doing something, I will. Well, except for a few things like that, like the no one gets to tell me to. Really use the composting here. Time to change it to pink. Look, try. If enough people were like, so that is a cost. Oh, I just auto lose here. Oh, this is a problem with my deck. Oh, it's over. I can't win here. I have nothing. Like maybe Guff. I have to top to get my own Theotar here. I could draw Guff and still lose, right? Like, this is over. I'm just not going to win without the good card of my deck. So I want to get my quest done on EU, and then we might go to Asia, get more quests done. What rank this is? This is EU. What happened to your rank? Yeah. I'm getting my quest done. We'll go back to NA. I'm like, I might play some Mage. Mage seems like the best deck. Rogue seems like the best deck if you're good, aka not me. But like, keep all of it.
I see you brought guests.
Trogon 1 is fantastic here. Big spell spooky looks like the best. Big spell looks good too. He's immune from his own punishments. Yeah, I was thinking like if you could have Sire, but like if the Sire's so vulnerable to Theotar, so even if you like decided it was worth it to run Sire, it's probably not actually good, you know? But what was I gonna say? Like I wish we could run like Savage Roar. Savage Roar would help so many matchups. Because like so often you get these boards, but your opponent has like 50 life, and you just can't kill them. It just doesn't work. What do I get here? Ooh, we take the prides all day, every day, right?
The sea floor be its own treasure. The sea floor be its own treasure.
Not looking to fight.
I'm doing it like in case they do some sort of silence bullshit, but this looks really good. Not the GG thing, because people haven't said overwhelmingly that I hate that you ban people for saying GG. I mean, it's obviously the people who get banned say that, but most people are very pro the banning people for saying GG. It's fun. It's good content, you know? It's kind of. I listened. It's something I battled with. Like, what was the correct response? Philosophically, do you listen to people's feedback heavily, or do you ignore it and say YOLO? I'm the shit. And now, basically, if enough people tell me that I'm doing something they don't like, I will stop it. Pretty much, no matter what it is. But unless I really have like. It's not like saying chat. A lot of people, it was the most upvoted comment on one of my YouTube videos of like people saying, oh, I would watch this dude's content. It's great, but he says chat too much. Fuck that. So, so people said that, and then I was like, oh, well, maybe I don't, you know, I'm not really torn to saying chat. You know, it's not something that defines me, you know? I'm hitting this.
Not looking to fight.
Dude, they all hit this one? It's kind of funny. Oh shit, I forgot how this game works, chat. I forgot how this game works. Legends of the No Hand stream.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Yeah, feelings do. So yeah, the Saito pod, thanks for the Prime Gaming. GG. GG, I'm ready for a van. No, this context, you're fine. Get on that stuff, Trey. Thank you so much. Say to hey. The GG context is the context is all right. So what do I do here? Whatever.
Not looking to fight.
It may just so annoying to kill. Very social. You think in Rage Warrior quest? I mean, Rage Warrior is viable on the climb to legend. It's not a viable high legend deck, but it's viable at certain ranks. I'm doing well. I've been super productive. So, been very productive. Ooh, Theotar's insane here. Ooh, I take this all. Wait, chat. I could. I mean, Legends of the Nohad stream. I could literally. Oh, that's. You know, honestly, Commander Sivar is really good for us, but I'd rather take this from them, right? Oh, these are both really good. I think I can't give him the silence, and I think I'd rather have this for reload than this. So this is useless for them. Hey Nomad. Been active on Twitter. I know. I'm hustling. I'm a hustler, baby. What's you know that song? It's a good song. I'll play it. It's no, not this one. Oh, here we go. Here's another song. Hustle back. Hustle back. Ooh, it's unfortunate. Yeah, it's weird because I'm actually a negative person who almost chooses to be positive because it's more accurate. I have a really strong negativity bias that I think my family knows, but like a lot of people who know me don't realize, which is kind of interesting. Because people think, oh, you know, No Hands is positive, and it's like, no, I'm not. I'm very negative, naturally.
Look at the tiny turtles.
Well, it's so what being positive means to me is what is assuming positive things in ambiguous situations. That's the sort of the logical thing of positive. So what does that mean? Let's say like this is very annoying.
This must be the way.
I don't even know what outs I want here. Like, nothing really helps me here, right? Not by Josie Destiny. Yeah, I get it. Like, there's nothing in my deck I really need. Yeah, and I think one of the things is A choice makes it sound like, oh, it's like this noble choice, but it's I actually think it's a more accurate way of living. It will if you have a positivity mindset, things will go better for you, at least. But there are some benefits to negativity. But yeah. Why is it called chocolate? Because we run Toblerone the Chocolatinator. Alright, let's see. 8 drop wins here, but let's see. Dude, they literally just solid alibi like 80 turns in a row. But, you know, alright.
I've heard of it.
To beat Blizzard? Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, we got him. Yeah, you probably maybe was right to have a 2 menu. That's a good point. So I'm focused. All right, my top 3 picks to get to Legend. I'd say yeah, Big Spell Mage, Quest Hunter are great options. Relic Demon Hunter does not look high tier. I think this deck is better than Relic Demon Hunter, but they both probably are not good. I feel like this deck is one Arbor Up away from being broken. Like, if Arbor Up was a card, this deck would be insane. But, like, so many games where your opponent can just chill and they know you can't kill them because you just don't have enough board space. And all every card only does +1 attack. And you need, like, cards that do +2 attack. Like, Pride's Fury, people go, oh, we should Pride's Fury. No, you shouldn't. It only gives +1 attack. That's, like, part of the reason we run Guff is because you can actually get... Yeah, that's true, Banter. All right, you got me. You got me with the logic. All right. Kind of wonder if I just keep this whole hand and play it like I think I'm going to actually play it like it's so hard to out tempo mage. So, anyways. This is a slow, but peasant on 1. Chad, they never hero power it down, right?
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
The sea floor be its own treasure. The sea floor be its own treasure.
This is Beast Druid without Sire. Yeah, so the problem with the Sire is you need Cold Tooth Mind to tutor out. The whole deck is built around I think people don't even realize, like, the whole deck is built around Top Ear being your highest cost card. Like, that is the deck. So it's kind of funny when people are like, why don't we run Sire? And I'm like, it's because it invalidates the entire deck. Like, I'm going to double trade here, play around some bullshit, you know? Or a retractable blanket that rolls into the side of the bed that you can use. You can use if your partner dog steals them all. I don't know. Like, that's a Maybe that's a good idea. I mean, you could just have 2 blankets. You know? I don't know. Ooh, chat, we drew chocolate. Okay, now this always draws guff. That's pretty good. I probably just go Chocolatinator this turn, right? Like, I just use the innervate. It's worth it. What about hit aquatic form? Okay. How do I learn such power? Yeah, I don't know. Ooh. We go for the Theotar scam here every day. See if I get something good. Ooh, do I take the Blizzard or the Varden here, chat? The Blizzard they can kind of use twice, which I don't like. The Multicaster is a lot of draw for them. It might be better to take the Multicaster, right? But they actually haven't played like any fire spells, so maybe I just take the Blizzard. Yeah, let's take the Blizzard. You can have a squirrel, dude. Alright, I didn't get the card they kept. Let's see if they go, let's see if I dodged their 7-drop here. I've also thought about like if this deck should run Bran. For Brand Herald of Nature. It's not really that good, but alright, I have to go again here, right? Like they have another card, a kept card. Dude, were they not paying attention? Alright, they can should I give him guff? I'm gonna give him guff here. I don't need guff anymore. Yeah, they should have played this every single turn here. I guess this is what I play on the low ranks. We want that Blizzard repeated, yeah. I mean, they should know that they're giving me a 75% chance to steal their guy, you know? So it's like... Why would they not play Magister? Dude, I hate when people call Magister Dawngrass Varden. There's Varden, Dawngrass, and Magister. You know? But why would they not play Magister? I don't... Because they forget how Moonlit Guidance works as a card, probably. That's probably the answer. I go Magister all day here, every day here now. And we just win with this, right? Go double face. Play this. Win the game. Oh, that's nice. It's like really nice. Like, nice Moonlit Guidance there. Alright, well this is over. Yeah, I stole your it's over. You know, how did they win here? They don't.
My calculations, you need to chill out.
Do I have a way of
own treasure.
Flourish. It's only natural.
Yeah, this is over. Exactly, Orzri. Your deck can make so many different health breakpoints to ping. That's true, yeah. Oh no! It's actually so annoying. Anyways.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Like, I don't even need Guff here. And I don't want to give them a Magister out here. Like, what's the point of playing Guff this game, you know? Like, why do I even want to draw him? Because that would just give them a Theotar out. Like, there's nothing in my hand they can steal here now to win. An eraser that doubles as a flashbang for back to school shooting escapes. That might be a good idea. I don't know. It's pretty dark. But, let me go charge my phone. Do I have lethal here? I don't even know. Oh, chat, I should have attacked face first. That was a better plan. But in spots like this, there's really no losing. Did I miss lethal? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I missed lethal there. Because I had 2 damage here as well, yeah. Whoopsies! Chat, things that don't matter for 500. I don't know if you saw Mr. Streamer, but you actually had lethal there. If you had just gone first, yeah. So you should have done that. Ooh, okay. You know what's interesting? Going for aquatic form increases our likelihood of hitting the out here for lethal. Yes, chat witness. Let's get actually. For more data, yeah. I'm crushed with this deck at the low ranks. It was, I feel like if this deck gets a 54% win rate on Diamond through Legend, I'd be so happy. I don't think this is going to be a top 1000 Legend, a top deck, but I feel like this could be a very viable get to Legend deck. Thoughts? What do you guys think, chat? Like, what do you guys think, Legends of the No Hand stream? Why does it run Renthal? We actually like having more cards because we need the more value, and the 40 life is really good too. So it's a thing of 130 cards. I was often not having enough stuff. So, and the 10 health is also useful. Like, often against mage, you're in a battle, they're pinging you every turn, and you're trying to wait for them to run out of salad alibis. Okay, this is like the 3rd mage we played. Dude, it is a mage city over here. It is nothing but mages. Chat, we got any mages in the Legends of the No Hand stream? Any mages out there? But not running good cards, yeah.
I see you
You decked out so many games last night, even with 40 games. What do you mean, Nomad? Like we played a ton last night in top 22. Yeah, Mage is the best deck. Like, what does Mage even lose to? Ooh, we got the Chalkinator chat. Or you're in fatigue. Oh yeah, exactly. Like, but it's amazing how often this deck goes to fatigue. Like, it feels like way more than most decks. Ooh, Guffy boy, let's go. Are there any other good nature spells I should be running? Like, I wish Arbor Up was a card. Arbor Up would slot. I don't care about the Guff consistency. Like, Arbor Up would be so good in this deck, you know? Yeah. Which is easy, not too punishing. Probably Face Hunter, right? Imp Lock looks not nearly as good as it was, which is actually kind of sad because it's like a great deck for. This is like why I'm so. I think nerfs are the game is over nerfed given the current state of it's in, but like. Yeah, Imp Lock right now, Diamond Legend it's still 52% win rate. Apparently, wow, Face Hunter is not doing nearly as well as I thought. Okay, Quest Hunter, so the Beast Druid has insane stats, but I don't think it's my build. But yeah, I'd say Beast Hunter and Quest Hunter are probably the best two. Oh, I have to give them my Starfish, which is really sad. But I could steal a win. Right? Banter, do you Theotar here? I think I do. Because they have so many kept cards. Ooh, maybe I take Salad Alibi. Just because I don't want them to have it. And you can have a Starfish, which is actually pretty annoying to give. So now they can't do this. I don't know. They Starfish this board. I mean, it's still there, so I don't know. Oh, I think you get rid of Edwin. Edwin's way more OP than Location. The Overnerd. Yeah, I think people... I mean, this is... so, tempo-defining decks are so susceptible to nerfs. Value decks are less susceptible to nerfs. What does this mean? If you're Imp Warlock... The reason you win is you can beat your opponents before they get to their good shit. And also, you beat the other tempo decks, so you're faster than them, so they can't out-tempo you. So the moment you nerf a tempo deck, just a tiny bit, you know, it can make a huge difference. Buffing Edwin, oh yeah, it was a bad idea. I mean, so...
By my calculations, you need to chill out.
Yeah, this deck might be like I'm not sure. I'm really hoping this is like tier 2 ready for getting the legend. That would be great. I think there's a chance. You see, I'm doing just fine at the low ranks. You know, so because it's like board after board, players who can't play long games will struggle against it, I think. So It's my theory, at least. Ooh, we drew Guff. That's good. Rosie Prime, thank you so much for the 7 months. Oh, that's up. Thank you so much, Rosie Prime. So I haven't seen a single shaman in top 1,000. We've seen, I think I've seen him in the lower ranks, but apparently shaman has really solid win rate at the low ranks, so which is interesting. With no new cards, which surprises me. So I kind of want to test that out eventually. Yeah, it might be fine and just nobody's playing it. Which is so what's also interesting is what Shaman can actually be benefiting from other decks. So let's say there's so much freeze in the meta already. What does that mean? People are running Starfish and people are playing decks that aren't susceptible to freeze. What does that mean? Snowfall Guardian Chain, it becomes not as necessary to win. Interesting, right? This kind of stuff can happen. Do I take double Jerry Rig or double nature causes? Natural causes. I think I take double natural causes here. Because I can actually push face with this choice, right? That's actually really good. I'll always do that, I think. Yeah, so Shaman, which is interesting. I looked at Snowfall Guardian drawn win rate, and it wasn't as good as you'd think because the old versions it was like always the best card, and it was actually close to the bottom. So what can happen is the game is so incentivized in a way that because it's a thing of like, let's say I'm playing this deck. What am I playing against? I'm playing all mages where my stuff's getting frozen anyways, so it disincentivizes a lot of these board decks. So. It's also with board-based decks, because they don't have good finishers and everybody has 40 life, it's actually very hard to kill your opponents, which makes the meta go greedier, which makes Shaman then viable again, because Shaman still is really amazing draw, really amazing disruption, just really amazing overall value game plan. I think I'm just going to chill. Do I have enough damage to win? I have double living roots for natural cost. So if I got another Moonlit Guidance, so but if they go what's his name? Are they dead? I got a 0-mana freezy card. Get a lethal hand.
This must be the way.
Do I have it here? I'm one short, right?
Let your inner animal out.
Got him.
Well played.
Dude, easiest game of my life. Chat 3-0 versus mages. Man, it's fun. It's fun playing on but this deck feels super, like, I think this is a legit deck. I don't think this is, you know, the highest tier. But I think this is legit. Like, this is as legit as, all right, let me compare this to other darker types at the Diamond through Legend. I'd say this is as legit as Imp Warlock. I'm going to say as legit as maybe Face Hunter, or I don't know. It's better than Enrage Warrior. I think that.
versus Anduin. A just cause is always worth fighting for. I must protect the wild.
What if I keep this? Is it better than Control Warrior? It's way better than Dude Paladin. Chad, I've been wondering how many, like, what percentage of videos, like, because I want to do YouTube videos on decks that are, like, most likely bait. Like, I don't like doing every deck has to be another high tier deck, you know? But I definitely did some baiting on my last YouTube video with, like, Dude Paladin actually a thing now? Question mark, exclamation point? Because it's not a thing. I mean, it is a thing, but it's just not a good thing. But yeah. But like, I'm not lying. I said question mark. I wasn't sure, you know? Quest Dude Paladin, gotcha. For they substitute minions for Guff. Oh, Guff Rune Totem? I'm not sure. There's a lot of things. You can put any nature card in. Any sort of just regular Beast Druid thing. Oh, Dude Paladin was a thing, yeah, before Baku. With the 5-mana card that just got buffed to 4 mana. I remember that deck, it was fun. I got Legend with that deck. It was like one yeah. Not sure if that was necessary. Ah, you jerk. Oh, that's good. This might have been a mistake going wide like this. Yeah, this might have been a mistake. I could have just put someone on attack, but I do so much damage next turn if they have a nothing turn here. Their hand looks super awkward here, you know? Right, nothing turn. Ooh, I was gonna go Prince Renthal, but there's some high rolls here. Are these beasts? No, they're not. I still might do this. I don't really like my other plays. Maybe I should just take in the
The time has come to dethrone our former master.
whatever. Should have just taken the 5-mana one. I know, right? Fatal Vindicator. Those would be so good in this deck. Chat, I'm 100% win rate at the low ranks. Dude, like, imagine how easy it is to build decks at like the low ranks. Look at this. Absolutely crushing the low ranks. And it's not, it's, you can just play anything at the low ranks, but like, yeah, it's just AFK free. They didn't do anything, cheeky. I just played stuff and they died. We'll call us masterminds. Oh yeah, Legends of the No Hand stream. I forgot. Following in time.
Malfurion versus Lunara.
Wish you Allah, Arthur.
I must protect the wild.
Kind of want to keep. Druid's more aggressive. I'm gonna keep all this.
I see you've brought guests. The sea floor be the sea floor be its own treasure.
Yeah. Fuck, chat. That was really dumb. Chat, so I thought, I was thinking, oh, I could play it this turn. That was really dumb. Or not play it this turn. So I could get it, Alright, chat, maybe another do nothing math is hard, dude. It really is, though. And maybe this play will work out. English is also hard. Dude, apparently my YouTube thinks I have a speech or a speech disorder because I say chat over and over again. It's brutal. You any good at chess? I am good at chess compared to the most of the population, at least.
Well played.
Did I win?
My thanks to you.
I can't win them all.
All right, I'm 5-0 right now. This deck is absolutely crushing it at the low ranks with my dude. I've had 2 games in a row where my opponents just didn't do anything, and then I just played stuff into one. I know. I laughed, but I think you were right. Oh, I was right. That was absolutely right.
Malfurion versus Malfurion.
Dude, I was fantastic. You remembering the important details, I see. All right.
I see you brought guests. The iron ain't mine.
Oh, that's not good. They're playing my deck. Oh wait, I can just go natural causes then too.
The Seed Lord, the Seed Lord, be its own Seed Lord, the Seed Lord, be its
Chad, it's already the mirror.
It's the little things in life. The Seed Lord be its own treasure. The Seed Lord be its own treasure. Is only natural.
Why not running Prize Fury? Prize Fury is not very good in my opinion. But
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
What is it?
to run exclamation point sire, yeah. A bot that tweets a clip every time you say, dude, it might be a good idea, Doom Slice, because I would finally. I'm trying to switch it to Legends of the No Hand stream. I think that's better than chat. Well, also I've noticed, so people who watch on YouTube watch at 2x speed, so you get twice as many chats. So there's just so much more chatting going on, you know? So
All patched out.
Spectacular.
it's just faster, but you're overwhelmed, you know? It's too much all at once, you know? It's only natural. It's only natural that you gonna die. Wait, what does this play? Alright, I play the Toblerone. I probably just do Trump trades, or an anti-Trump trades here. That's fine. We're winning, right? How do they beat me here? Ooh, Uther, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Oh, that's it. Thank you so much, Uther. Opponent is playing Hero Power Druid. I think they're playing, like, just Beast Druid. They're probably, I don't think they're playing, Toblerone. Ooh, do I take Guff? I don't think I do, actually. I think I would rather just get the tempo and win. This seems better. Oh, they can't even get composting here. So, chat, we're 6-0 today. The climb is real. Chat, 100% win rate. Dude, I see, like, here's the thing. For me, if you wanted to be a true master of the bait, you gotta get at least top 10 legend, you know? But I see people post lists and they're like 6-1. You know, and they don't even show their rank. And I'm like, yeah, you could do that with like literally any deck. But yeah. I mean, I think the better strategy is you get to top 5 legend with a good deck, and then you high roll your way to like also top 5 legend. And then you can get that sweet.
Haven't you caused enough trouble?
Your corruption has gone too far.
How can you guys sustain? What do you mean? Oh, I forgot. I want to charge my phone.
I see you've brought guests.
Time waits for no one.
Oh shoot. No, they'll nerf it. So you're wondering, why didn't I go Living Roots here? Going Theotar next turn. I want to save the Living Roots because I don't want to use Capture the Cold Tooth Mine because I need to draw my Tolbarone. Yeah, that's why. Ah, so skillful at this game, chat. So skillful. I'm gonna double trade here. Chat, I swear this deck is like the amount of games Theotar has just won me the game on turn 4 is insane. Like, so now what I need to do is just get a big hand and keep it big, is to try and minimize my opponent's chance of stealing the Theotar back. Because I think that's the only way they win here, right? Like, how do they win if they don't? Oh, I could draw. Okay. Alright. Wait, do I go Guff first here? I could go Guff first into this. Or I could just... Because if I go Guff first... But this is just so winning, playing this, right? Oh, face cam is frozen. Let me fix it. Oh, it's easy fix. Chat, I'm just in a... This is my perpetual state of being... Where's my camera? We're back, baby. All right. Do I even want to draw Guff? I don't know. It's a tough one. So I could go Guff here with the intention of going Sire the following turn. And what this would do is then my max mana crystals are at 20, so then I can just ramp to 20 mana. But realistically, if I just go Magister, I probably win, right? Because I have upgraded pings. So... this expansion is phenomenal. It's not really this expansion, just the meta is great right now if you like value Hearthstone. So what is value Hearthstone? Value Hearthstone is it's less about overwhelming your opponent with force and more about a long time strategic battle. Tempo Hearthstone is I kill you before you can stop me. So like a Zergling Rush in StarCraft, Tempo StarCraft. It's all about now where value StarCraft means like both players get 200 population or 100 population, and then they have fights after fights after fights. So, I kind of want to go Guff. I just like want to go Guff here because I'm just gonna have so much extra mana if I do it long term, right?
This must be the way. The Seed Lord, be it the Seed Lord, be its own treasure.
No, we just play Dawngrass next turn. Our max mana still should go to 20. Oh, I threw, chat. I threw by going Guff. Let's see if they get him. Let's see if I get massively punished here. If I avoid serious punishment. All right, they stole my my win condition, but I don't need my win condition. I have Magister, so I think we're okay. I allowed them to draw a Theotar, but I think we're okay.
You wish to match wits with me.
Alright. It's hard without Tolbarone here, though. We really need to draw composting. It's tough. Without composting, it's tough. Like, it's awkward to win here. We might still lose without Tolbarone because they're just overwhelming us board pressure here, right? Do I lose this? Draw composting, win the game. Let's go. That's so good. Okay, we win the game, I think. I was just very, very lucky here.
The seed lore be the seed lore be its own treasure. The seed lore be its own treasure.
What is it?
Oh, that's interesting. I think about this. Okay, this is insane, right?
Some sets.
Yeah, we're mage, but we have oh, this is great. This is great. We have Root of the Archmage coming next turn, which is fun. Good me, I'm the mage now. Exactly, dude. Yeah.
Let me remind you who you're dealing with. Stay where you are.
Oh, that was interesting. What do I do here? Well, I think I should try to get pings in every turn.
Some sets.
What is it?
They're pretty close to killing me. One more just away, yep. Oh! Counterspell is so huge here. Do they have it anyways? I can hit Starfish here, right? Starfish would be good. Okay, got it. The pro.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
I probably have to ping this. It's like too dangerous to be left alive, unfortunately. I don't know. Well, I have another starfish, so they can't just go blizzard again. They need lethal pretty much, or yeah, this actually, yeah, we can beat another blizzard here. This actually seems a really good spot. Like we're they're fishing. They're fishing, chat. Ooh, taking some damage too. Four drop wins. Yeah, they drew Reckless Apprentice. They have lethal here. See if they can count to 6. Another Frozen Touch. They have a lot of lethals here, actually. See if they rope it or if they. Hey, that's a win, chat. There's no out. I don't think there's a single out that wins here, right? Do you keep Theo versus Mage? Maybe Fantastic. It's one of so many games against Mage. Wait, oh, chat, I forget how this game works. I think we lost, chat. Chat, this is me. There's no out. There's no out, chat. Trust me. I'm a professional. All right, I think we're effed.
All patched up.
The strong flourish. It's only natural. We are
I wonder if I was ever supposed to ping myself there, but whatever. I'm pretty sure we lost. They just need 3 damage and they win. There is another.
By my calculations, you need to chill out.
How am I so good at this game, chat? How, chat? I'm 7-0 today, dude. This is what the problem with, like, dude. You could literally play anything on the European server and just win.
Get in my belly! Come on!
It's higher. Yeah, I can't, chat. Free you. Sure, piss off the Europeans. Look. It's tainted. You may be natural. Yeah, I think you're right.
I see you brought guests.
These books are ruined.
The identity mine is mine. Why do you go? Why do you go?
This is tough because I want this to die, but I also want to get this infused. I think getting this infused is more important because 5/5s are insane. What do you think is in their hand? I don't think it's anything I really want here.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
If I hold in place, that's how I used to do it. So what that means is if I don't move the mouse, but that's not how I do it anymore. I have better. It used to hurt me to do it, but oh, that sucks. I could have stolen that impending catastrophe. It might have been a big mistake not doing that. This is actually. Actually really tough. Very top decked it, okay. They might buff everything up next turn. Not sure about this. Probably should have just taken the 1-3 there, honestly. But if they do a bunch of buffs, I kind of need this, right? But I might just lose to buffs, so I don't know. That's insane value. Not always. It doesn't just straight up. 1, you might have only good cards in your hand, Akia. 2, it can miss. 3, their good card isn't as good for you as it is for them. So, I mean, it's still a really good card, but I mean, it just. I mean, it's one of the I think Aleka I saw on Twitter was talking about people hate losing, and the biggest determination whether you had fun is whether you won or lost. And Theotar, you know, I think it's great, and I think people are, like, I have the Agent Smith point of view that human beings are fundamentally unhappy, and nothing will satisfy them. And if you want them to quit Hearthstone, make sure try to make them happy, like something like that. Always happy, I should say. Well, they're double trading here. Wait, that's very good for me. That's very good for me. They're double trading here. Okay, I think we win this. An imp, right? So let's kill off the imps. So it forces you to be, if you don't. Wait, am I gonna die? No, no, not like this, chat. Oh, that combo is so good. Well, we're dead. Yeah, we're dead, chat. Oh, it was nice knowing you.
I concede.
Is 3-mana guff necessary? No. You don't need 3-mana guff. But like, all right, let's see. What are good nature? I should put in my comments on my YouTube video. Let's see. What are good nature cards? I wonder if Earthen Scales is ever just for another nature card. Honestly, Living Seed is probably not bad. Because it's just a cycle. I put on my YouTube video. Don't. All right, I just posted on my YouTube video. If Pride Sphere is a nature spell, we'd probably run it, but it's not, so it's just not, it's not actually that good. +1/+3 isn't that helpful because you have infinite, you have so much refill. What we need is more attack, not more health. And the problem, like there's so much freeze and there's so much silence that putting more health on your minions is not actually that helpful. Does that make sense? Do I really want this against Demon Hunter? I feel like I don't.
I will finish my hunt. I see you've brought guests. What is it?
One was Rogue, the other 6 were Priest and Mage. Yeah, Rogue isn't the, yeah. Rogue is very overrated. It's interesting. So I think J. Alexander, the feeling of your Edwin, your opponent making a giant Edwin and a bunch of stuff all that fast. And this is the tempo win condition. It feels, I'm not saying this is right, but this is, if I'm going to, one, people feel, because that Edwin already felt strong at 4 mana, it feels unfair. I think that's part of it, where people just feel like this is bullshit. What do I do here? And I think 2, but it also is like, but 2, it's a thing of when they just do a bunch of stuff, you don't feel you have a lot of agency in the game, which is a lot of tempo matchups. But I feel against like Zoo, I felt like there was more agency, but that's like a very irrational thing that I don't really have a good reason to say that, other than just so. Do I ever go Theotar here? They have 2 kept cards. What's coming up here? I think I want to go Guff. Guffy Buffy. I don't know, but that's probably, but yeah, it's I think the biggest reason is just seeing, and I think there's also a feeling of you know, people are warrior and paladin players, and they feel that Edwin got an insane buff. Oh, this where the other classes are still dead. So it just, there's a feeling of unfairness because a lot of class stuff is everyone wants. So it's kind of it's interesting. But what do I do here? This is awkward. This is really bad. What do I do? How do I not lose this game? Is it Guff? It might be Guff. I think my way to win here is I need to draw Tolbarone. Okay, that's actually not terrible. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's a thing of if you were a paladin or warrior player and you saw Rogue, which was middle of the road before the patch, even at the beginning, like the old archetypes still worked, even though they were not high tier. Like Thief Rogue, you could still play. I played against people playing Thief Rogue at top 100. Now, it was not a mage, it was not a druid, it was not a warlock, but it wasn't a paladin or a warrior. So I think that's like a large feeling of people feel like they feel they were wronged, you know, which is, it's a very weird thing to sort of make those value judgments, but I think that's what's going on. What do I do here? Chat, who needs... Oh, that's great. I'll give you a Herald of Nature. I don't need two of them. That was great. So good at this game, chat. Every day, I just wake up. Like, how am I so good at this game? Chat, if it wasn't for Theo, like, this deck is like... A lot of the games I win, I just come from stealing my opponent's win condition. It's happened so many times where the only reason we've won is because we drew Theotar and we stole our opponent's win condition. It's great. So... Theotar on this board. Well, they have a kept card. So I thought they were going to go coin 7 drop. And I was going to lose the game, so I went for this, but yeah. Now I have this coming up, which is great, so what are they going to do? Oh no. I'm in trouble, chat. Yeah, I mean, I think you could literally completely unnerf Control Warrior and it would be bad still. That's how bad I think the deck is right now, which is embarrassing. Oh god, I could get deal 2 here, right? Oh, this does shit, chat. I think I'm losing here. Draw lowest cost, not very good. Draw a card. Ah, I lose. So close, actually. If we just had one more turn, we could stabilize. Damn. Yeah, so, but it's, yeah, so your deck does run Sire, yeah. Dude, the amount of people, like, just like, it's just like, it's hard for me to take some feedback seriously where people don't even look into the deck to figure out what the idea of the deck is, to think, oh, I can't run Sire because it lowers the topiary consistency. So it's hard when I get 1,000 criticisms on like backseat deck building and people can't even do the basic research to know like, oh, I should figure out how this deck works, you know? So that makes sense. I don't know. Yeah, I think they should have buffed. So like sprint was a really good change. I think it's consistent with the power level of things like multicaster and the clown. So I think sprint was very good change, and the 1-mana card. But I think they should have buffed like the sack, some like shitty rogue secrets. They did buff the 1 card, but yeah, they should have buffed but some of those other cards. So we played sprint for 7, loved it. It was a great buff. Yeah. So how do you buff sack though? I don't know. I mean, if it counters a minion completely, it's kind of OP. So, but maybe I don't know. I should tell him about it. I know, right? Oh god.
The wails of these caverns chill me.
The Seed Lord be the Seed Lord be its own treasure.
Patched up.
Yeah, you could do it. That might be really strong Celestial, but because a unstoppable Akani for minions might be too powerful, so they might have tried that. So that's why they don't feel they can do that, but. They also could just, yeah, so it's, I don't really know how what the right fix for that is, you know, so. You know what, I'm ready to save these for Cannon Fodder. Thought it was supposed to be really strong. I mean, maybe make it really strong and then every rogue deck runs it. So, I mean, they probably tested that and then they determined it was broken. It's not unstoppable. Yeah, I guess so. You get it back, right? Great top there. The cheaper druid? I basically was trying out the cheaper druid versus G druid and I thought they sucked. Which is why I'm here. 4 HP. But Wakani has 6 HP.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
This is my last chance to Theotar their good card for Steel Win condition, so I'm gonna go for it. Deathborn's actually kind of nutty. Steel. I love giving the prince away.
No waves can sink this ship.
Do you think I've had a lot of success with the cheaper version? Yeah, they go keep playing it. So there's certain things like I am absolutely crushing with this deck at the low ranks, and I don't think it's just people are bad at it. I think it's are bad at the low ranks. I think it also is just sort of more. I think it's stronger at the low legend meta, if that makes sense. I want to save these to combine with Deathborn, so... Wait, I forgot to draw my lowest cost card. Whoops.
By my calculations, you need to chill out. No waves can sink this ship.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. Alright, well.
What is it?
Patched up.
Yeah, so... I think this might, like, I'm really happy if this turns out to be, like, a viable archetype. I feel like I really like the style of this deck. But yeah, I was looking, so we'll see. It's really fun, you know. It's like I think this is much more fun than like Lady Prestor. Lady Prestor is like a gambling simulator, where this is not actually that much gambling. It's like it's all about can you do a long value push, you know, which I think is much more interesting. Maybe that's just me, but oh wow. Seems pretty good. So the problem is, like, if at the some people at a fundamental level will hate certain classes, and nothing will be able to change them for feeling they are righteous, and that the other classes are bad and the other classes need to be stopped. And I think if Blizzard could identify those people who like those kind of complaints, I think they almost should completely ignore that, because the problem is there will always be a class that beats your deck, you know. So if it's hard to find what the good feedback is. All right, anyways, what do I do here? Let's just develop some shit here, I guess. My anger. Yeah, anger anybody. Everybody thinks, you know, their deck is their class. And, you know, I mean, I have it a little bit too. I think value Hearthstone. I don't necessarily have a class. I think value Hearthstone is the greatest form of Hearthstone. I think tempo Hearthstone is boring. And I think the game should be a value Hearthstone. And that's just my own incredible bias, and I think I'm just right. I don't really care about classes as much as I care about... but yeah.
The strong flourish is only natural.
Oh shoot, I have to play around this. Dude, I would like that magic carve. I love tempo. Well, I don't think tempo is bad. I don't like when they're... So even there's like value tempo versus so there's combo tempo versus combo value. So what is combo tempo? That is very much United Stormwind. United Storm wasn't board tempo. It was about getting to your win condition as fast as possible, killing your opponent. You had so much redundancy. So if you look at like old Lifesteal Demon Hunter, for example, if they often used a Morg, they might get screwed. Why? Because they use a Morg, and now they don't have enough to OTK their opponent. But they were worried about dying if they didn't. See, it was both. It had tempo elements and value elements. Then if you look at United and Stormwind Lifesteal Demon Hunter, it would often do 120 damage while using huge amounts of their combo pieces. So that's the problem, is that, in my point of view. I think using the brand on this was a mistake, but how much? I'm probably gonna lose this game. Bowl's kind of good here. Ooh, let's just... How many cards I've left in my deck? I guess I don't. Go this. Ooh.
Look at the tiny turtles.
The strong flourish is only natural.
Yeah, so and I think United Stormwind so I feel like there was this like disillusion in United Stormwind that somehow before United Storm that like because we had a very slow value-based meta, which I really liked personally before it in Forge in the Barrens, right? It was Forge in the Barrens. And there's this idea of like, oh, people don't like these long games, so let's get rid of these long games, make it very easy for people to win. We basically made Hearthstone really, really easy. The idea I've heard like ridiculous hats say, what is Quest Warrior? It's a beginner's deck with a guide built in, which is an interesting way of looking at it. So what do I do here?
This must be the way.
Ooh.
It's the little things in life. It's the little things in life.
So, it's a thing of yeah. Yeah, so I think like the idea of United Stormwind is a much better idea when you don't look at Hearthstone as we're playing against other people. So you make things easier for yourself, but you also make things easier for your opponent, and then it makes it harder for you to actually experiment around when you're a beginner player, because you're forced into these well-defined win conditions. Instead of, I think, so if you people like Forsen's been streaming, and the idea is like if you watch him, he's doing everything wrong, kind of like but it's almost like these players will learn, oh, I need to be proactive, or these things, and people can learn it against each other. So I don't know, that might be the idea. So
For my daughter.
I must protect the wild.
yeah, so I think I'm gonna keep composting here. Yeah, exactly, Zach's Lord, because it was so well defined, and you could play a no win condition deck in this meta. You know, you're better off having a win condition, but you can play like a no win condition deck and win games. You know, provoke PVE bosses. Yeah, so it's interesting just the efforts. So I think there's a futility in trying to make everybody like, you know. So I think the reason I get annoyed with nerfs is I'm always fearful that a deck will get deleted, and I hate decks getting deleted. I hate. So what's a really cool deck? That's, I mean, Control Warrior is gone. What are some other really cool decks? Because Quest Hunter's still around. Oh, Miracle, like not like Field Contact Miracle Rogue style, gone. Naga Mage, gone. What other decks are like gone that would still be around if they hadn't gotten nerfed? Yeah, Garrote Rogue. Garrote Rogue is gone. Lethal Rod still sees play at 5 mana. Like a lot of Shaman. Shaman might still be around. So I'm not gonna speak on that one too quickly because it might be fine, which is kind of funny. Paladin, yeah, pretty much all Paladin decks are currently gone. But yeah, so many things are gone. So, which to me is sad. So, imps, yeah, imps. So it's a very hard also for alignment. You know, so did Prestor get nerfed? Prestor just got crowded out of the meta, right? Boring last begin with. So who cares? I actually really like Paladin. Paladin really suffers right now, and it doesn't have good reactive stuff, so everything needs to be overstated. But it has very bad value trading and very bad. So when I was playing Dude Paladin, you had really good proactive stuff, but the problem is your opponent could just ignore your board, and you didn't. So it didn't quite work as well as I would like to in theory. So.
It's the little things in life.
That was a good turn. Laser technology, basically.
This battle is far from over. What knowledge
Ah.
does provide?
Hey, my 9-2 lives. So, okay. Need to hit like a guff.
A mistake, but not the end.
A natural mistake.
That's a pretty big mistake, not gonna lie. I think I take Cold Tooth. They want to draw. Like good stuff.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Oh, and so it's bad instead of selling my powerful do I have instead of that's so insightful, Lestral. Yeah. Instead that's such a good point. instead of being like, oh, I really like this deck, I'm always afraid of losing it. That's very insightful. Yeah. So you're actually like sometimes not wanting your deck to be powerful because then it's gonna get nerfed. That's a very good point. Yeah. So
No time.
Three, 4, oh, yeah. When they just finally like delete Mordresh or something. But they've actually, it's funny, they've buffed Ping Mage like multiple times. And now it's finally the broken powerhouse it is. Ryan's interesting, chaotic, yeah. So it's, I mean, this is also like real life. So if you ever play like Risk, I feel it's kind of like that. But Risk is a free-for-all game, and free-for-all games are really interesting, especially when they're zero-sum. So like a Risk, there's only one winner, or Monopoly. So in real life, like let's say one person's being an asshole, we can all gang up on them. But the problem is like in a game, what was I gonna say? But yeah, it's I don't know any crypto coins. Yeah, so I don't know rank. We're just playing on EU right now. My rank's fine. Do I silence this? I might actually. I don't think I go guff this turn. I go guff next turn. Well, now do I go guff this turn? Maybe I just take the guff. Is that double the guff? Yeah, so
What is it?
what's the best tip to becoming a top player? Play a lot and think about your plays. Think about how to get better. If you just play and you don't know why you're doing things wrong, and you don't think about how to get better, you will plateau very quickly. You need to always be thinking on how to get better. Almost in everything you do that is worth doing, at least to mastery, there are so many ways to get better. It's ridiculous. So many ways. So if you truly believe there's just no way to get better and you're just unlucky, it probably means you've never actually gotten good at anything. That's the hard, like that's my, I know that's what I kind of thought when I was younger, that I couldn't just get good at things. And that, you know, or some people had it and some people didn't. You just keep doing things and you get better. And you think about it. You don't just blindly do them. You think about, why is this working? So, yeah.
Look at the tiny turtles. Growth and life and happiness and friends. What is it? And this
Skull make things for 17 months.
even further beyond.
Get on, stop trying to think about Skomek.
I condemn you all! Those we love are never truly lost.
Yeah, in the short term, variance is the strongest factor. In the long term, if you play 100 games and you win 35 of them, there's almost no way you're playing well. Well, it all comes down to RNG, chat. Scams?
Insanity is no excuse for light cannot exist without dark.
Were you followed?
Harder match for this deck. Any deck that has infinite board clears. So probably Mage. Rogue, I think we're favored because you just win with tempo.
One card left. This must be the way. Look at the tiny turtles.
It does seem difficult. You can see we make this giant board and we're not even threatening lethal because we don't have an Arbor of card. So, all right, our win rate's going back to a natural level. We could have stolen their win condition there. We had a 33% chance of winning there, which is kind of crazy. Yep, exactly, Fate. But if I can eventually just keep putting on pressure. Nobody runs Mida. It just shows you how clunky minions without rush are just terrible in Hearthstone 22. Everything needs a battle cry, or if something is just stats, it needs to be even Wild Paw Caverns. One is a marginal card, and two, it has freeze. So it's not just stats, it's also an effect. So even a card that people think is so much stats is not just good because it's stats. It also, the freeze effect is very necessary. So, and it's ridiculous stats, so. Partner in Crime. I have a YouTube video coming out, but basically the Vicious Syndicate list. I think is really good. I got one coming out tomorrow morning. Yeah, I think what I do like about Sire is the infuse effect. It means it rewards like actually playing for board. So, and you have to hold this awkward card in your hand for a long time, which is really annoying actually. Do this.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
So we have slow win condition here. Everything kind of ready to go. That's annoying. I think they're playing my deck. So, but it's hard to say. Ooh, that's very bad. See all the life kind of helping us here. There's a case for me intent, but that's really bad. What do I do here? I think I need Tolvaron, but like they don't even kill us in 2 turns here, I don't think so.
This must be the way.
I don't know how we win here. We have to go like Tolvaron into like some really crazy planted evidence stuff. I would have liked to hit Starfish there, but right, if I were in Spanish, do you understand me? I can understand a good amount, but I might not understand the subject of your question. So complex, like it's much easier for me to understand. Like, all right. What's my out here? I don't think I have one. Alright, I have to hit like Innervate here. I have to hit something ridiculous here. Innervate, Innervate, Innervate. I guess doesn't get there, right? Make sure almost done. Or back to normal win rates. I kind of. Have you tried switching to that? Maybe we'll switch to that. I'm gonna go to my. Let's see. Did I get all my quests done? We might go to that. I only got another hour and a half.